beautiful Wednesday morning. I hope it's beautiful where you are. I know the Midwest and the Northeast is suffering um, because of the fires in Canada. I'm sorry. I hope your air quality gets better. I already could see I made a mistake with Mark Russell's name under Lisa's photo. Sorry, I didn't notice it till I posted it. And I'm not going to stop to redo it. Like, this is only up at the beginning. So, we're going to talk about Asia, Black Mamba, obviously Tim and Angela, Christina Nicole, Josh and Ida, Cody, Lisa, Kat, and Timothy Nash. Oh, really, Karina? That's good to know. Good morning, good morning. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I have a little tiny raising the consciousness with Timothy, but somebody had asked, is anybody covering Asia? I do on a very regular basis. So what I ask is if you are a member of the team, hit the daily heart me. If not, stick around, and if you enjoy what you see, hit the daily heart me, enjoy the team. The other thing that I ask is that every time I change a photo that you like the live until you see the heart. Then after you see the heart, you'll see the heart's tail. Keep clicking until you finish the heart's tail and then take a break. If you'd like to tap after that, be my guest. But that's all that I ask. It keeps the live from getting taken down, and it ensures we end up on the FYP. That's the goal. So that we come across new people who maybe have been taken advantage of, about to be taken advantage of, or who has had the fortune of not coming across anybody begging, and this is like their fair warning. So that's the goal. So today we're gonna start with, why am I hitting all the wrong things? We're gonna start with Asia, because Asia is a wash, rinse, repeat. She actually believes that she is a popular content creator. She does a couple of dancing videos. She tries to do a minute video on a regular basis so that she can get money from the creator fund. And that's, they say a minute or more. And I keep telling myself, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take snippets of my lives and post them. I don't have time. Maybe I'll find time, but I don't have time. So, and she does a lot of like dancing around videos. In some instances, she tries to act modest, and in other instances, she is scantily clad. I'm not sure why she does that, but she does that. Now, I told you that she claimed that she had an interview on Sunday and that she didn't feel like it was normal to have an interview on a Sunday. So I went in and I asked her, how did the interview go? And she 100% ignored me. I didn't ask her where she's going to work. I didn't say, did you get hired? I just said, how did the interview go? And she caught an attitude. Asia, I don't know where the job is, but you need to fix your attitude. I'm sorry. The world owes you nothing because you exist. The world is here for you to grab it by the horns and ride it into the sunset. But the world doesn't owe you anything. Correct. She doesn't respond to anything but money. Now, if I was in there and said, I got $30 for you, she'd leap across the bed. She is like, she's so transparent. I don't know how she still gets money. I really don't. And she does. Sometimes she absolutely gets money. But you can tell when she hasn't, because she will literally go on live throughout the day and night. But I told you the story where an older gentleman reached out to her, and she must have thought he had money because they started chatting in the DMs. And when he finally said to her, I don't have any money, she was like, why did you bother to talk to me? I thought old men were supposed to have money and pensions and retirement. Girl. So that's how you see older men, as a vehicle that you can abuse and use and take no accountability. And then when he has expectations, she'll be like, what do you mean? Women like that used to get hurt. Cindy, it absolutely could be. Women like you put yourself at risk playing with people's emotions that way. It's not a good look. And I think she started braiding her own hair but then didn't like it, and I think she was doing it to like prove like I could do it, so it I don't have to pay for it. But she didn't like it. So if you but my thing is this, how you learn is through practice. But to me, it was all a show. She did three cornrow braids all the way down her back and then was like, I don't like it. Now we'll see if she shows back up. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Wait, how old is she?
Like 2021.
I feel like she's like around my age. Like she's like 2 years younger than me. I feel like with her, like I feel like she should be left alone.
Okay, that's fine.
Like people like Maggie, like people who are like adults, they know better. But like young people, like we still like figuring stuff out. Like I don't feel like she should be like a part of this. That's still she's younger than me, and I'm about to
Okay.
be 24. You saying she's 21?
Okay. You're absolutely allowed to have your opinion.
Yeah.
Do you work?
Do I work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I work.
Okay. Do you take care of yourself, or do you expect other people on TikTok to take care of you?
No, I take care of myself,
That's the difference.
but I'm saying like she's younger than all of us.
Okay, I started working at the age of 14, not because I had to, but because I had a passion to get things. Um, at her age, I was working full time for General Electric. I didn't expect anybody to take care of me. She literally wants people to send her food when we all know she gets EBT. She definitely knows better.
But you said she's 21.
She knows better. I knew better at 21. You knew better at 21. Now, if she was out partying with her friends and
I'm 24. I
making,
still know better than
you
something.
definitely know better.
I'm saying like that's still like she's like young. Like I feel like with awareness, like with grown people, like people like over the age of like 30, like people who like
Is the word like a tick for you?
you said what?
Is the word like a tick for you?
No, it's like a comparison.
No, no, no. You say, I feel like because and I'm just wondering if that's a tick for you. Like, is it something that is just a part of your language, or are you trying to figure out what you want to say?
No, it's what I want to say.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
are you trying to be funny? Cause like I could be funny like how you want to say. Cause like I could be like how you like have a little like delayed speech. Like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I could be funny too.
Okay. But you're in my life, so
But it's
I
like even
heard
if
what
I'm
you
not in your
said. I
life,
was
like it's really not
100%
gonna be like really like
respectful.
relevant.
I was 100% respectful. I let you in the box. I heard what you had to say. I said you had a right to your opinion. And so
But
I'm
you
not
acting
sure
like
what you
you
expect me
said
to
like really
do.
rude. What I'm saying like it's like you trying to like come to like somebody like really like young.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate your opinion. There, you do not have to agree with me. I don't expect that, but I'm good. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
So she clearly knows better. There's no question in my mind that she knows better. But she has gotten comfortable in this place. Right. If the 24-year-old wants to give her all of their money, be my guest. Thank you. But it is time for her to grow up. It is time for her to take accountability for her own life. Now, what I never expect that when somebody finally does get a job, that they are suddenly able to survive without a job. Oh, thank you, Granny Annie. I don't expect that. Y'all know. When a person gets a job, it takes between 2 to 3 weeks before they actually get their first paycheck. So, what are they supposed to do between now and then? But this has been months and months and months of her expecting people to take care of her. And I mean in every way, shape, and form. So if she wants better for herself, she needs to do something different because doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome, is the definition of insanity. If you don't believe me, go look up the definition of insanity. Y'all don't worry about it. Moving on. So we all know he's another one. Now, according to him, he actually has a job. Okay, sir. But what gets me about him is that he will, when he doesn't have what he wants, burst into tears. Burst into tears. Yes, please tap, tap, tap. And then when he does get what he wants, he's arrogant and like happy go lucky and everything is right with life. Now he packed up and moved to South Carolina, I believe, on the promise of some woman that said he could come stay with her and her kids. And when people realized that, they reached out to her and was like, you may want to rethink that. And they sent her videos of him completely raging out. And so he's literally halfway there, and she's like, yeah, I can't do it. Like the things that I saw, I'm too afraid for my children. I understand having the desire to help somebody, especially a young person. Like, but when there is no family connection, you have to ask yourself why. Now, he would like to say that he was just the black sheep. They didn't like him, so they treated him like dirt. Is that true, though? Oh, yeah, keep it classy in here because you can have a differing opinion. But if you think you're going to come in here and act a fool in this chat, we do not play that. I'm not asking you to agree with me, but I am asking that you be respectful in the chat. So if you're working consistently, why are you still demanding money from your audience? Why are you? Oop, I missed that. I'm sorry. Oh, Amada Maggie's. We're not even talking about her today. But thank you for adding to the numbers. I appreciate it. No worries, Sherry. Listen, everybody is welcome. I just ask that you be respectful. That's it. I don't understand why that's hard. If you have to be disrespectful, childish to express yourself, this live is elevated past that. So go find some other live where that's acceptable. It's not acceptable here. Okay? We have a standard for ourselves over here. Good morning. Good morning to everybody that's come in. We have a standard over here. We don't play games. So if you know how to express yourself in a respectful way, whether you agree with me or not, you are welcome. But don't use my chat to express, turn your light on and talk about it. Correct. No disrespect over here. You don't have to like me. I'm okay with that. I'm past the point in life where I care if people like me or not. Thank you very much, Amelia. And I respect all of you. Oh, I don't do live goals. Sorry. It's just what's up there is what's up there, and I don't pay any more attention to it. I always say if you'd like to send a gift, it's appreciated and accepted, but it is not necessary nor required. I'm doing this regardless. So, yeah, just sit back and relax. I'm going to talk for 3 hours and then take a nap. By the way, I have been consistent. If you've missed any of the lives in the last few weeks, it is on my YouTube channel. Black Mamba, you have been telling the same stories for what, a year or two? And whenever you get in what you consider to be a bind, you regurgitate those stories and you cry. And then you talk about how people talk about you and on and on and on ad nauseum. Please continue to work to get your life together. Correct, Justin. It's always something. And so, even as they move from actually needing assistance, they are still on here begging. So, do y'all remember when he claimed he was going to college, that he was doing something with himself? And then we found out later that it was like a free course that I don't even know if he finished. Because, of course, he made it the responsibility of his chat to get him there and back. So if he didn't get the money, he didn't go. How does that work? Where's your commitment? So now that he's down south, he did have to start from the bottom because he thought he was going to jump into a situation where he could probably take his time and then he wouldn't have to worry about hotel rooms and where to eat and how to eat. He wouldn't have to worry about it. But that again is relying on somebody else to meet your needs. Now, I know he misses his mother, but if you listen to the stories when he's upset, they all treated him like dirt. So, which one is it? Were they loving and cared for you, or did they not? Pick a lane. Speak the truth. He has self admitted that he has mental health issues. The question is he getting mental health assistance? And if he's not, he should. I'm a strong advocate of if something is wrong, try and fix it. Talk to somebody. TikTok is not therapy. And I don't know why people keep coming to TikTok to expect TikTok to lift you up. There will be people who lift you up, but there is always going to be somebody to tear you down. And what baffles me is that that's the only thing they ever respond to. But they respond to it hoping to cause somebody else in the comments who feels bad about it to send them money. And so that's why they rage at the negative comments because it engenders in someone else's heart to give. The reverse psychology on that should be studied. It doesn't make any sense to me. So if you're working and you're getting yourself together, get yourself together and stop raging to get assistance from other people. It's not a good look. Hold on, y'all. You know, I'm looking at my notes. I didn't put her up there. Hold on, real quick. I just want to look. Wait a minute. Black Mama claims he has cancer? Tap, tap, tap. We've changed the photo. Now, Kat, what is with the $20 every time you come on? You are like somebody, you are starting to sound like Lisa. Wow, Mrs. Evers. I even missed that. Exactly, Sherry. $20 every time? And we already know we watched her not nodding out multiple times. Now, could she be upset about her breakup? Perhaps. But girl, you are going in the wrong direction. And she is clearly not working anymore. No worries. I wait, who said that? Amanda, exactly. Now I am not a former um addict myself, but I dated someone who was in active addiction and saw how destructive it was for everybody around him, including me and my household. But I've learned so much from the people on TikTok about what to look for, how to spot it. And you guys are spot on all the time. There was a time when I might have thought, oh, they're just tired. Tired and nodding out are two completely different things. That when you learn what it looks like, you're like, yep, that's nodding out. Who's old news? Oh, Clover, I have no idea who you're talking about. Oh, Mandy. Oh, listen, I can't control what everybody does. They always claim to be clean when it is obvious to everyone else that they are not clean. What are you doing with $20 multiple times a day? Yeah, proud fire wife, because they aren't used to seeing this. And TikTok is, I didn't used to see it a lot on Facebook. I did never saw a lot of it on Instagram, but it is something about TikTok that they don't even care. Right, right. I'm gonna talk about Lisa in a minute because what she's doing, in my opinion, lately is dangerous, and I want to warn people. Kat, why aren't you working? Why did you really lose your car? Why did you and your girlfriend really get into it? Because of course she spun the story that the girlfriend was cheating and she confronted her. And I understand you being upset about that. But within 24 hours, less than 24 hours, you were nodding out. So was that story the true story, or was it that you lost everything because you went back to rugs, and that's why she's mad? That's why she's ending it. Now I don't know, but it's a hard stretch for me to believe that she had it all together And then all of a sudden, this is what's happening. Because we already know she's a liar. We already know she's a liar. So why would I believe you now? And it's on, off, on, off, on, off. No matter where she is. And I've only seen her in two places. I should say three. At the apartment she shared with the girlfriend, whatever this friend's house is that she stays at, and this like restaurant, coffee shop, something where she can get Wi Fi. So you don't even have a phone that works regularly. You have to be on Wi Fi. How many people who are addicts on this app have the same experience? They have to be somewhere where there's Wi Fi. Like you have literally lost every single step forward that you had made. And you want to tell me that's because you caught your girl fiance cheating? Not that fast. She has two iPhones. Well, she's always in a place that has Wi Fi. That's for damn sure. So having the two phones doesn't seem to be making a difference for her. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Now, Cody. Cody. She is still talking about the fact that she can't say anything about the Amazon wish list while she says things about the Amazon wish list. Make it make sense. And I told you the other day, she was like, my son really wants that really shiny belt. He wants that more than anything before school. I thought you couldn't mention it. And now she's saying that she's too busy to work. She's like, I'm not just sitting around the house all day. How many mothers have to work and juggle everything at home as well? I did. And for a long time, I was a single mother. I had to juggle it all. Now, I didn't have multiple children, I had one. But that was the choice I made at the time to make sure that I was able to handle my business. People want to have multiple children in a circumstance where they haven't been able to take care of the first one properly, and then they want to use it as an excuse later for why they can't live life the way they should. That's not our fault. That's not our fault at all. So she starts off by saying that she really wishes she could take the boys to the fair, but she can't afford it. Then she says, but I'm not allowed to mention that. Did you not just mention that? Proud of you, tus ojos velos. Proud of you. she is still the dry begging queen of TikTok. But we are the problem. We are the problem. When every time you need your internet bill paid, you come to TikTok. Every time you need your cell phone bill paid, you come to TikTok. Every time you want anything that is outside of the budget you set for yourself, you think TikTok should provide it. But I don't mean TikTok in terms of the company. I mean TikTok in terms of her audience, which has diminished a great deal. Willow, I'll be honest, I've only seen her do that one time. So based on that one time, I'm not prepared to run that through. I've only seen it one time. There were six people in the live, and she's like, "Where are my mods? You you can't handle six people?" It was six people in the live. But I don't think that's why she was looking for her mods. Because her mods in the past have funded her life. Why do you need mods with six people? Are you afraid that somebody will get in and question you? Or mention that your Amazon wish list is $7,000 that you're calling a back to school wish list? Then she said, and I'm going to jump ahead. Last night or yesterday, she said, I just want my boys to look good going to school. Looking good is not $130 pair of Nikes. That's not looking good. Yes, her Amazon wish list is over $7,000 that she is calling back to school. Then when I brought up, well, why do they need an Adidas backpack? A lot of places offer free school supplies for children who can't afford it. You can get pencils, pens, paper, etc. at the Dollar Tree. And so she was like, I found a place that was giving out school supplies, but it's not enough.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
She is always listening. Right, Natasha? Listen, if you can afford it, be my guest. Be my guest. She is always listening. Bro, I do not want to battle you. I think they see the number of people in here and think, oh, that's a good battle. I've been buying my kids school supplies since April. Correct. Correct. She acts like these things come up as a surprise. I knew the end of August, my son was going back to school. At the end of every August, he was going back to school. And if I brought school supplies last year, I kept track of them so that if he didn't use them all, I didn't need to go out and buy 30 more pencils. I kept them in a specific drawer. Oh, Mama Gone Wild, that's amazing. That's amazing. And that's what I mean. She knows that those programs exist. She takes advantage of those programs, but in her mind, those aren't good enough for her kids. Her kids, hey Ladybug, her kids require better. She wants her kids to look like they're living above their means. And I understand wanting that. You want your kids to look fly. You know that they represent you. But a $7,000 Amazon wish list? And she keeps blaming it on the fact that she did it with the kids. What are you teaching your children? Digital congrats. I text my friends on here. Since you want to talk later, just know we feeling the bully you. Okay. Have at it, baby. No problem. Thank you for adding to today's content. What? What? I'm supposed to be afraid of being bullied? And when did I talk? I don't know about talking she. When am I talking shit? You gotta love how they come for me when other people do stuff and they don't even get it right, but they're coming for me. And they're doing it in the comments. Like, hit the guess button and tell me what it is. You won't be the first person to bully me. It doesn't change a single thing about my platform. Nothing. Right. Box up. Box up. You come in here on a random account to have fun. Do what you do. Facts upon facts, Ladybug. We're warning you that we're gonna bully you. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. So everybody be in anticipation of me getting bullied. Thank you for letting us know. Anyway, I don't even know that you know the definition of a bully. Oh, that's a Maggie person? Come on. Like, why didn't you come on the day that we were actually talking about Maggie? Like, why don't you go after the people who showed her in her house dress running around town getting money out of people? Like, I didn't do that. But do you think the whole of TikTok didn't laugh at it? I don't care. Go ahead and bully me. Wait, what? Girl, I don't like Maggie. Okay, so what would be your purpose in bullying me? What is it? When did I talk shit? Oh. Be my guest. The name is Jacob. That's probably all fake. My thing is this. Tell me what I said honestly. Tell me what I said that was inaccurate. No, I love this for them. Tell me what I said that was inaccurate. Yeah, it's a brand new account. I'm waiting. It's probably her because she would say stuff like, "You woke up thinking about me before I even woke up thinking about me." Wait, let me scroll up to who said my name and answer my question. Let me scroll up and see who said my name. Answer my question before I move on. And that's funny if it's in your bio. So what you want to say? Oh, they doxed me. Okay, you can mute honestly because doc. How is that doxing you if it's in your bio? You can mute them because they aren't here to have an actual conversation. They just want to say they're gonna bully me. Who announces that they're gonna bully somebody? You're a child. I'm gonna be honest, guys. There are certain people that I don't have the patience to watch. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna bully you. Yeah, me. I'm gonna bully you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now what?
And and I said, and
Yeah, so I'm gonna
what
bully
is
you. So
what
when
is
my friends wake
bullying
up,
me
cause
gonna
like early
do?
in the morning, I know you don't got nothing to do, cause like I know you're on like disability. I can hear it in your voice. Got dentures. You're like an old lady. You're like 45, unemployed, nothing to do. You like grinding your gums. So it's like when my friends wake up, we're gonna bully you. So to what I said, yeah. Cause we ain't got nothing to do. So I'm gonna bully you. That's what I said,
But
bitch.
so what are you doing being a 20 something year old with nothing to do?
Cause I can.
But you're knocking me, you're saying I have nothing to do, but you at your young age don't have anything to do? And trust
Yeah,
me, I'm not
school
45.
don't start till like what, a couple days. So yeah, I don't got nothing to do right now. So like I'm gonna bully you.
Okay. You're if you're in
I'm in
school,
college,
you're
boo.
underage
I'm in
and
college, boo. What you talking about?
well, great. I went to college too.
So no,
I have
I'm on
lived
underage.
life. You know what? Why don't you pay attention to maintaining your
So yeah,
life?
I'm gonna bully you. That's what I'm gonna
Okay.
do. Just like a bully
Okay.
Mac, I'm gonna bully you.
I bullied who?
So just like how y'all bully Mac, I'm gonna bully you.
Maggie?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna bully
When
her.
is
I'm
the
gonna bully
last
you.
time you saw me quote
I
unquote
don't
bully
care, but I want to
Maggie?
bully you. That's what I want to do. Now what?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
That's how you fair, weak ass bitch,
Is
old
that
ass
supposed to
bitch,
hurt
ditch your
my
having ass
feelings?
bitch.
Okay, nope, you gotta go because
Yeah, drop me, weak
you're
asshole.
trying to get my live taken. And we don't do that. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, Ladybug.
What the heck? Honestly, what's wrong with you this morning? Don't do that. Honestly, what's really wrong with you? How you coming up here and doing that? Like disrespecting her life, talking about somebody bullying Maggie. Don't come up here doing that. Don't do that. Because you do the same thing to Maggie, honestly. Stop it. Don't come on nobody else panel disrespecting them.
They want to be seen and heard and they don't realize that they are making themselves sound stupid.
Right, yeah, I got a phone call. Like, come on, honestly, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, you
I'm
not that
sorry.
person. You really are not that person. You are really not, you not that person. Don't do that. Digital has not disrespected Maggie. She gets up here and she runs her platform the way she runs her platform. She talks about everybody, not only Maggie. And
Right.
nobody's bullying Maggie. Maggie bullies herself.
I don't even think it started with Maggie. I think he just, you know,
Yeah, like what? Honestly, don't do that.
Is
No,
she
You
gonna
want to
he's
talk,
call
he
you?
knows
inbox me.
better. He knows
Inbox
better.
me.
Well, make sure that
I
they're
just had to come
Monday.
up here and say that
Thank you. I
because
appreciate it. Candy, you
that's
sound like you need some more rest, baby. I don't know
yeah.
how people call you.
I know I'm up, but I ain't had my coffee yet, and then I got a disturbing phone call. So therefore, I came over here. I don't like that. I don't play
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
I don't play that.
It's so unnecessary. It's so childish.
Like,
But you
but
know,
he's young. Like that's why I said like don't come up here and do that. He's young. He's only like
yeah,
23, 24 years old. He's young.
very. And you announcing that you're gonna bully somebody
Yeah,
is
but
the
that
least.
he's a troll. He's a big troll.
That's the least bullying thing you could do is to announce to somebody you're gonna bully them.
Like no, but the thing is
And
that
when did
he goes.
25 become old? I guess it would be to a 20-year-old.
Yeah, he's a troll. He trolls Maggie.
But you're mad that I talk about Maggie? And I haven't talked about Maggie since Digital After Dark.
No, he was saying about the one girl you were saying that was only 19, 20, or whatever it was.
Oh, Asia?
Asia, yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you take your college fund and send it to her, and then she doesn't have to get on TikTok and talked about. So then she won't be here. And then you don't have to worry about it. He did say Maggie's name. He
No, he
did.
did.
Yep, he did. He said Maggie's name. Have at
He
it,
said
boo.
that it was about some girl that you was talking about that was like 18, 19 years old.
No, Asia is 21.
Oh, Asia, please.
Right.
A- Asia, out of all people, please, please. I wouldn't defend
But
her.
you're in college, but you want to encourage someone around your age to lay in a bed all day, never leave the hotel room. She apparently had an interview on Sunday, and like you're doing more than her, and yet you want to defend her because she's young. We were all young once, sir. Well, y'all get some rest. Thank you for coming up. They're not even going to get any more of my time at all. Period. I'm moving on to the person that I'm talking about. And that's it. So I'm going to drop y'all down so I could continue.
Okay.
But thank you. Okay. Right. And do you think calling me a bitch offends me? I call myself a bitch. Like, and with age comes wisdom. Read your Bible. Read your Bible, sir. Anyway, back to the person we're talking about. So then she starts to talk about a bill that she got an extension on because there was a problem. And she's going to make a post about it. For what? And then she was upset at the low number. And I wrote down, could it be that your mods blocked half of the TikTok universe? Could it be that people were sick and tired of you begging and calling them out specifically, so they've chose not to come back to your lives? Then she said, I made an Amazon wish list, but I can't bring it up. Isn't that bringing it up? Like, girl, who do you think you're fooling? You're not fooling a single person. Then it was, my son needs school sneakers because he messed his up. Again, not bringing it up. You said you would really love the boys to take the boys to the fair, but you can't afford it. But not bringing it up. I wrote down you are transparent as glass. Then it went from 6 to 9 to 16 people. And now she's concerned that it may be awareness people in there because they aren't talking and liking. And I wrote, girl, you better be happy there's anyone in here at all. Then people started making excuses. Oh, I gotta clean. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. Oh, I'm doing this. Then she said the kids start school on the 18th, but she can't ask for help. How many times are you going to expect the people who follow you on TikTok to cover your expenses? What did you do before TikTok? Correct. That's why I've labeled her the dry begging queen of TikTok. Because she will figure out a way to get in what she's asking for, even by trying to use the reverse psychology of, I can't even bring up my Amazon wish list that happens to be in my bio. Okay. You've gotten birthdays and Christmas covers. You got money to pay your electric bill, to get a washer and dryer, which I know she needs, to get the car, to repair the car, for the car to already not be working. You got the car because you said the boyfriend could get a better paying job so you wouldn't need as much assistance. What else do you expect people to do? Oh yes, please hold on. I will Steve Cricket. Okay, do me a favor and pin that. This is my backup. Just in case somebody manages to take me down. Y'all know where we'll go. We will go straight over there. And my thing is this: if you're loyalists, if you're mods, if the people that have been funding your life up until now wanted to give you the money, they would. They would give you the money. You too, Natasha. Thank you for spending time with us this morning. But you're looking for new loyalists. Thank you, thank you. Then it was, does anybody here know any suggestions about how I could get things? Oh, wow, Jillian, that's beautiful. That's one of my bucket list items, is to go on safari in Africa. I'm a lion girl. That's my thing. The third one, don't worry. They can't stop the train that has been rolling for months. They could try, but then someone, a mod of hers, Nicola, I'm not really sure if that's how you say her name, actually said to her, you should add your shoes to the Amazon wish list. And do you know she paused the live to do that? I've been watching her for over a year, I want to say. She paused the live to add sneakers for herself on the already $7,000 Amazon wish list. And she likes to say, it's a wish list. So why do you bring it up 5 or 6 times and you're only live for like 30 minutes? Oh, she went away for a while because she didn't have a choice. I don't know if it was court ordered or her lawyer suggested that she do it. But yeah, she took a big break and now she's back. Wait a minute. I caught her one more time, I think. Yeah, when she said, I want my boys to look good for school, that she's boring all the time. But you preparing for your children to go back to school isn't anybody else's responsibility. Now, if someone wants to be kind to you and buy things off of it, that's none of my business. It was somebody, Jane Doe. Girl, if you got yourself together, again, when her daughter was home, her daughter was the excuse for why she couldn't get a job. If she wasn't in housing, if she wasn't receiving EBT and Medicaid, does she honestly think that she could get away with not having a job? Rent is expensive. Right, Sarah? But at least be modest about it. But no, you want your children to have the latest and the greatest. And that's great that that's your desire. Work for it. Work for it. And stop expecting people who care about you and your kids to pay for everything. Right. And some of her kids are old well, one of her kids is old enough to get a summer job. 100%. Oh, I'm sorry, White Sox. I didn't mean to wake you up. Please go back to sleep. We do not need a reoccurrence of your nonsense. Okay, let's see. If there's a couple that gets on my nerves, it is these two. How many kids does what Cody have? I think she has 5 in the house, and her boyfriend has a set of twins. It's a lot of kids. These two irk my nerves. And they irk my nerves because they too, any expense, they expect TikTok to pay for. There have been times some of you know that they were able to convince their audience to buy them a van so that they could do DoorDash and Uber Eats, and then claimed it wasn't enough money. Or especially when they had was it the hurricane where they lost everything and they were like, there's no way we can do it because everything is down. Then he said he was going to work from home. They bought him a computer. He has used that computer for gaming purposes. Now, I caught her yesterday. They were at $1,600 to move, which means they have already gotten $400 of the 2,000. And she's hemming and hawing. And wait, I think I caught a picture. Let me see. This was her looking off into the sunset. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so stressed. I don't know what to do. We only have until the 31st. But I heard, and I haven't verified it, that when the landlord said they sold the house, they didn't have to pay rent for 2 months. So how do you not have the money to move? Oh, they won't sell a single thing of theirs. And they're like, we don't want your last. They could care less if it's your last. Right, the ring is the stress. Neither is the computer. Neither is the Xbox, PlayStation. I'm not sure which one he had. But why are you drifting, like looking off in the sunset, like, I don't know what to do? And she's like, I will not be homeless. So let's go back to their picture. So clearly the money isn't coming in fast enough for them. So now it was her turn to be distressed and upset and to say, I'm so stressed out. And she's huffing and puffing and holding her head. And she's like, if you're not going to do anything, at least be positive in the comments, girl. And then they act like it's the first time they've ever asked for anything. Mind you, when she was on begging, she actually was on TikTok and Twitch begging at the same time. You needed two platforms to beg on. So she claimed at one point that she worked and her job is taking care of her mother in law. So, in one statement, when people were like, well, Josh needs to get a job, she was like, he helps me. He helped you take care of his mother? And then she tried to say they were a dual income family, that they both get paid to take care of his mother. Does he help you or does he work? And if you go from 2 to 7, which is what she claims, and he goes at 2 to 7, you mean to tell me she's a 2 to 1? She requires two people to take care of her at the same time? Doesn't ring true to me. I'm sorry. And I don't see the state paying both of them to be there at the same time to take care of her. And let's not forget that Josh, of his own volition, came on TikTok and said that he was quitting working to be a full time content creator because that's been his dream since middle school. Just Kim, they might. They might. They might. Especially her. But him, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're destined for greatness, okay? And they love to use God. They're in Georgia. So if you're dual income, why do you keep having problems? But won't sell a single thing to make up the difference. Not a dime. But it always amazes me how when they need to beg, how they're both always home together. And they were like, we're even trying to battle, and y'all complain about that because battling is a glorified TikTok sanctioned way to beg. They got $160 payout today. Yeah, that's what time she says she works, 2 to 7. But he said he chose to stop working. Now, I'm sure later on down the line, they're going to try to say, oh, we were just doing that for the trolls. People who know. No, 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 no. It was a serious video explaining why he was no longer going to work, that he was going to put all his effort into being a content creator because that was his dream since middle school. Make it make sense. They just paid your $600 electric bill, which how was it $600? And that was based on a payment plan. And they claimed they would have the money next week, that they cut off their electricity a week early. But my question is, since you got the money and didn't pay a single person back, what did you do with that $600? Yes, now the mother is moving in with them. And so is the mother's income the dual income? Is her Social Security what they're using for income? Well, it means she doesn't have to leave the house. The question is, will the state still pay for it? They may. There's a gentleman I follow on here that has a very sickly sister, like bedbound, not really, I don't know how to describe it, but she doesn't really understand what's going on around her. I'll put it that way. I know that's what he says. And he does get money to take care of her because it is full-time around the clock care that she requires. And he still works. He gets someone to come in and help out during the day. Correct. Mom's income is the dual income, not Josh's. Correct, Kelly. There are circumstances where you will be paid to be the caregiver. And they even in certain areas provide respite care as well, where when, they recognize that caregivers need a break, which thankfully they did. But I wonder if the new landlord saw his TikTok where he said he was quitting his job or he wasn't going to work, whichever one it was. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Don't rub the phone. Come here. Just come here. There you go. So when I left their live, they were at 1695, but she was losing it. Of course, people were like, don't worry about the haters and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Why is wondering why your husband isn't working a hate comment? You okay, buddy? Why? They say good morning, White Sox. He's not really paying attention because I'm scratching under his chin, and that's his favorite. And then he's funny because he moves his head around to make sure that I reach all the spots. Correct. They should pay their way. But she does what they all do and rage baits about the negative comments. And then it's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Wow. You deserve all the spots. Let me tell y'all, Kira got him back yesterday. I had opened the pantry and they immediately go in like it's a whole new room. So I left the door open so they could come out. And I go to sit down and I hear like doo 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 doo. And I'm like, you guys get out of there. And Kira comes running around the corner. And then I hear doo 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 again. Kira had locked him in the in the pantry. He was not happy about it. Right? Right, buddy? So I would be embarrassed too. I would be embarrassed too. Right. Take that for all the chasing and everything you do to me. I'ma lock you in the pantry in the dark. So my feeling is that they will get it or they'll get so close to it that it like they will between TikTok payouts and everything else, they'll get it and then they'll be fine. And then they'll have a new place and they'll be showing it off and that'll be that. In between mom social security and Ada getting paid for taking care of mom, they'll pay the rent. And they'll probably still have Medicaid, EBT, you name it. But we'll see. We'll be watching. We'll be looking in the shadows. Because I promise, give them 4 to 6 months, they'll have another reason to beg. They'll have another reason to beg. And I'm sorry, begging constantly does not make you a content creator. They'll be like, we haven't been on for 2 days. What difference does that make? You're still begging. They're like, we're not on every day begging. It's the same $2,000 that it's been since last month. So what's the difference? Welcome in. Anybody who's a member of the team, please hit the Daily Heart Me. If not, join the team. We would appreciate it. And the only other thing that I ask is that every time I change the photo, you like the live until you feel the heart's tail. That's it. No, begging is not content. And crying about awareness isn't content either. Let's see. Who is next? Let's just get her out the way. I meant to change this picture. I'm sorry. I had used that picture the day that people were like she didn't lose a tooth, and I was like she absolutely did. I had another picture set up for her. Let me see if I have it. This was the picture I was intending to use. So she's on the $20 kick. And what I wanted to say is that now she's saying she doesn't want to use is to send $20 to some White Sox, come on, to somebody else's CA. Please never do that. Never do that. Because you don't know who it's going to, what it's going for. We already know that food and smokes were code words for rugs. Code words for rugs. We know that. So she's not actually buying food with the money. So and in the past, she literally has had people send Fluffy. I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to Nate like that. But I want y'all to think about it this way. Even if she had you sending the money directly to Hanini's or, like one of the employees there, what is to say that they don't turn around and give her $20 cash? Don't send the money. Just because you send him $20 doesn't mean she gets food. You're okay, buddy. He doesn't care. And the food, according to her, doesn't even cost $20. So why does she always need $20? There are still people giving her money behind the scenes, Kim Rhea being one of them. You couldn't convince me that she wasn't sending her money consistently. They may be, Natalie. He is feeding her. But she's much more concerned about her rug of choice than she is about food. No, I fear that her rock bottom is a grave site or a jail cell. And a jail cell would be amazing for her. No, she has no payout. Wait, does she want it to what? No, I don't want that. Tim, well, you know what's crazy is some people actually would. Because at this point, there's no way under the sun that they don't know what she's doing and still sending her money. And they're either being intellectually dishonest to say, well, she says it's for food and I want her to eat. Courtney, listen, I do not want that for her. She has people in her life who love her. She has children. Now she has at least one grandchild. I don't want that for her. I really wish she would go get care. Like, can you imagine her comeback story? But yes, I am afraid that it's going to be one or the other outcome. Then go away, sir. I'm not holding you hostage. Thanks. Why do cats just knock stuff over to watch it on the floor? Can someone explain that to me? Okay. That's all I wanted to say about Lisa. Do not send money to any CAPP VMO where you do not know the person on the other side. Don't do it. Because you have no idea. Because you have no idea. Wait, you have a cat, but you don't speak cat? Listen. Netflix actually has a documentary called Inside the Mind of a Cat. I'll probably watch it. I don't want you to give your money anyway. Really? That's what they do. They knock it over, they watch it down there like it's supposed to do something, and then they look at you like, and what? Come on, go pick it up so I can knock it off again. If you put someone in your box will help the breaking up. Oh, I didn't know it was breaking up. Nobody told me. Is it breaking up for everyone? Oh no, they all do it. It is breaking up? Why didn't anybody tell me? Okay, I'm going to end the live and come back. I'm just going to end the live and come back. Give me a couple of minutes. Oh, plenty of people are recording. I know that. All right, I'm going to end the live and come back. Give me a couple of minutes. So, like the live, let everybody know we're back. Really, White Sox? He was like, oh, I thought it was nap time. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. There was lots of times when I thought that she was going to get herself together. And unfortunately, every time we think she should have hit rock bottom, it is not rock bottom for her. And I think the only way she hits rock bottom is to stop getting money. But Kim Rhea lives off of Lisa's drama. I got it. Thank you guys. Hopefully, this will lessen the problem with the sound. Oh, yep. Don't worry if you hit it and you didn't mean to. I do it all the time. And people are so quick to accept me. But I'm like, hi, when that's not what I meant to hit. So I get it. Yeah, she's okay. I mean, she's okay as okay can be for her. Thomas, that is actually my fear. But what can we do about it? My concern today wasn't even about her necessarily. It was about the fact that she wants people to send money to a CA that they don't have any idea who it is or what's going to happen when they send it. So don't send it, please. Yeah, if you hit above like Lisa's head on me, you can still like the live.
Oh no, no.
Did you mean to come up, Nana Banana? Banana? Nana? Maybe not. I think people are just hitting and they're hitting the guest. Hit above Lisa's head. Good morning. No, I don't think she meant to either. Okay, yep. If you're gonna like the live, hit above Lisa's head. Then you don't gotta worry about hitting the bottom, hitting the guest box. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see who.
Oh,
later on today, I'll give you the new amount for Cody's Amazon wish list.
Oh, okay. Can you do Ziminique's as well?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Digital.
All right, who's next? I guess Steve Crick will be here in a second. Mary and Granny, you have requested, but I'm not sure if you want to, so I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give Steve Crick a second to come in and say hello. So, Monday after the live, when he got home, he was hot mad. Now, I said this the other day, and I feel like I have to say it again today. If you are going to cover anybody, please be as honest as you can, as truthful as you can. If you make a mistake, just say it. But to be so loud and so wrong baffles my mind. It baffles my mind. Why are you okay with being wrong? Does anybody know when it comes to recording a phone call what a one party state means? I'm gonna let somebody else do it. Anybody know? If somebody knows, come up and tell me. Because I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Okay, that's not happening. Good morning. Okay, I don't think she meant to come up. Yeah, I think something's going on
Morning.
with. Good morning.
So, in a one party state, if you're making a phone call and you're recording it, only one party has to know the call is being recorded. If it's a two-party state, then both parties have to know. So you have to tell the other person that the call is being recorded. Otherwise, you could get in trouble with the law.
Does it matter who makes the phone call?
It depends what state. I think you gotta know your state, and you gotta know the rules of the other state that you're calling. Doesn't make a difference who's calling, but you have to know the rules of the state in which you are calling and the state in which you are in, if they're
Correct.
different.
It doesn't have anything to do with who makes the phone call in terms of if you are allowed to record or not. It has to do with the state you live in and what the rules are. Please stop putting out false information. It makes us all look bad. And he is perfect at lumping us all into something that not all of us do. And do not, under any circumstances, lump me in to some nonsense that y'all want to do. Don't do it. Because I'm going to call you out. I've asked you to take it down. I don't know if you have taken it down, but I need my name removed from the comments. Edit and put it back up. But do not attach my name to your nonsense. You want to tease them, you want to do things wrong, you want to say whatever you want to say, be my guest. Do not add my name to some bullshit on TikTok. Do not. If you can't get something as simple as what a one-party state means. Anyway, thank you, Cindy. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
You can drop me.
Okay. Like I said Monday, the tent is wide open. There are 50 million people that could come in, and it still wouldn't be enough to cover people. But if you are going to cover people, do some research before you open your mouth. That's right. It's business over here. I'm trying to keep it a buck. And I'm not saying that you can't get it wrong. Acknowledge that you got it wrong and right the wrong. Read more than 2 lines. It was awareness. It was awareness. It wasn't a T page. I'm not going to do this. Good morning. Jennifer, did you mean to come up? I guess not. White Sox. Okay. If you want to come up, say it in the comments. Because I keep letting people up. Don't worry about it. I'm a big girl. Yeah, say it in the comments because it's taking time away. So after the live on Monday, of course, they needed $90 and he was hot mad. So he claims that he wants to take us on, but won't block any of us. I mean, unblock any of us. How do we take you on if you won't unblock us? Like, they won't come here and face me. Well, I did. I came up and faced you, and you retreated immediately. And then, when I was about to clock your tea and let everybody know that there's no way that McDonald's letter said what you said it said, you dropped me and then proceeded to block me. I ruined it for everyone. Listen, stop saying my name. Because you know that over here, I try to be as accurate as possible, as honest as possible, and I don't need to go real life. I don't. I listen to what you say, what you do, and can make a determination. Don't be mad at me because I said Angela needs to do something other than lay in that bed all day. I know. Are they live now? Because I talked about them. Correct. He only wants people who agree. He only wants people that rub his back and pat the top of his head and tell him, "You're perfect. You don't have to do anything differently. You're perfect." And then as he's going off, she's giggling in the background like he's doing something. Sir, you are simply yelling into a phone about people who you would never confront. You're talking about nobody would ever say anything directly to me. And what are you going to do if they did? You ready to go to jail? Like, sir, stop it. Stop acting tough. Because if you were really tough, you'd have been taking care of your wife. If you were tough, you'd look her in her face and say, "You know what? I'm working 8 hours a day. I need a little help. You have a phone. You're laying in the air conditioning. You can't go live and talk to the people. We all know y'all need $90 a day." But that's not why he does it. He does it because what he is trying to do is fire up his audience. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm waiting for someone to say in the comments they want to come up. Otherwise, I'm not going to bring anybody else up. I realize this is a different thing, but I appreciate you guys tapping and liking. It makes a difference. My thing is this: you included my name with the people, so I shouldn't say all, but some of the people who do nonsense. But why didn't you say that I was keeping up for you and that I was telling, no, you did not, Miss Tim Nash, that I was telling people that if you're not going to be accurate, don't say it. If you're not going to be truthful, don't say it. This isn't a joke. This isn't like, let's have some fun. We are trying to stop people from being taken advantage of, and you think that this is a joke. How come, Tim, you didn't mention that? Why? Because I butthurt Steve Crick? Is that why? Now, of course, he drops another crumb about his job. Do you want people to call, Tim? You say you don't, but do you? Because he says something about inventory. That's mostly stores. Then he said, "I'm working the shift they gave me, that I have probably Thursday and Friday off, but I was only scheduled to go from 8 to 1. How hard do you think it's going to be before someone figures out where you're working? How? Then someone said, "Well, have they come to?" I think it was a girl named Stephanie 1106. They said, have they come into the box to talk to you? He said, no, they want me to come to their boxes. Unblock me, and I'll be there with bells on. Right, Fruit Loop? And then if you're not going to let me in the box, but I'm such a horrible person, tell me what I lied about. Tell me what I lied about. He said, I did inventory and then I went today and opened until 12 o'clock. What opens? What, like, when did I opened? The only people who say that are retailers. Why do you keep dropping breadcrumbs? So after he rage baited for however long, he then ended that live, went private, came right back on, and was like, "Sorry, guys. I just had to say what I was gonna say." Now he starts talking about needing the $90. And I'm worried about my wife over here and the fur baby and where they'll be tomorrow because it's not like they could just sit outside. Totally different tone. As if we're not in there. And then he went on, the best case scenario would be that we could pay it tonight, or I can get up before I go to work and pay it. But I'd like it tonight so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Work and pay it. But I'd like it tonight so I wouldn't have to worry about it for tomorrow. Then he was like, the awareness community got together to send those letters. No, community got together to send those letters. No, Governors of Valor proudly wrote those letters himself. He didn't require consultation with the awareness community. There is no leaders of the awareness community getting together like the mob heads would and direct what happens in awareness. Maybe we should, but we don't have that now. When I talk about you, I'm talking about you from what I've seen, what I've watched, what I've witnessed. There's no private meeting behind the scenes. What are we going to talk about? Who are we going to talk about? What are we going to say? But if other people in awareness watch you and have the same conclusion, well, that's based on you, not us. But it's always easier to just lump us all together that we're horrible people. That I said that there's no way you could pay for the hotel room until you get your first paycheck. I don't expect you to have money right away because you got a job. I never expect that of any of them. But the question will be after you get paid, how will you be? Will this wife of yours get a job? Now you keep throwing out, well, if she could get a job working from home, blah, 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 blah. Has she done anything to do it? Cause she looked nice and red in the face, like she had been in the sun enjoying herself. Yeah, if he keeps overdrafting his account, after a while you won't have an account. I agree. They have gotten accustomed to living on the razor's edge. And then he's talking about how he has a stressed day, how stressed he is. Sir, when you are taking care of yourself, you can have all the unstressed days you'd like. Fruit Loop, I don't know. She worked at McDonald's, so we know she can stand for an entire shift and do her job. What? She got traumatized by being fired from her first job ever in her 40s? And then he was like, "Oh, if we snap our fingers, we could make stuff happen." And they both, he was like, "Just snap your fingers." And we forgot about that. So they sit there and they snap their fingers like it's funny. Then someone said, your hotel room costs $2,000 a month. And he was like, well, it wouldn't if Governors of Valor hadn't wrote the letter. We would be at a cheaper hotel. Cheaper maybe on a daily basis, but they didn't kick you out for no reason. The problem with them getting an apartment is first, last, and security and having three times the rent. They can't say people on TikTok gift us and that's our other income. Good morning, Trolla. Then, when as he talked about Angela and her illnesses, and that didn't bring in the money, he then brought up the dog. The dog is supposed to save y'all. So then he did this. We need 9 people to send 10, 18 people to send 5. And I knew what was coming next. Yeah, mama girl. What was it, mama girl or MAGA girl? MAGA girl, I'm sorry. And then it was 90 people to send $1. I don't even know if he had 90 people in there. So I think we're starting to win the battle. I think people are tired. There are one or two people who aren't, and they keep funding their lifestyle. So I don't even think we saw them yesterday because they didn't need the $90. So my question is this: if you really care about your audience, why don't you come and talk to them on days that they don't need the money? Yeah, I know it's RoboCop Ron. How come you don't come on and just say, hey guys, we don't need anything today. We were just on to see how you were doing. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Oh, I gotta cut your nails, buddy. That one is sharp. Uh-oh. He's going to take off because he thinks. It's just this. Hold on, guys. I got to check something real quick. Okay, sorry. I have a delivery happening between 9 and 11. So I got to watch out for it. No, they don't have any content, which is why they can't do anything else but come on and beg. That is their TikTok content. Yes, Chill, he is. And that's why I am urging people that if you are going to join the tent, be intentional. Slow down. I know you're getting a lot of followers and a lot of subs and it's exciting, but if you keep putting out false information, people are eventually going to walk away. If anybody wants in the box, what's that? I had it off. I don't know how it unmuted it, so it was still showing as muted. Well, Tim, make your content about you and Angela, okay? I'm going to go away when you go away. I have no desire to go real life. I won't. I won't share your business, your location, where you work. I don't feel like I need to. Get it together, though. Get your wife out the bed and doing something. You could get somewhere faster. Oh, thank you, Granny Annie. You could get somewhere faster if y'all work together. But TikTok isn't the answer. I don't know where they'll be in 20 years, but I know they'll be at the Social Security office. It's my turn, and I don't know what she thinks she's going to get. Working one job her whole life? Girl, you better get on it. You only got a few years to earn enough for Social Security when it's time. There's no 401k plan. Yep, all for one, it is. Let's see, who's next? Let's talk about Timothy. I'm going to leave Christina for last. If someone wants to come up, they need to put it in the comments and then the mods can pin it because people keep hitting it and they don't mean to come up. If you want to like, I've just changed the photo. Please like the live at the top of the photo. Digital Candy wants up. Okay. Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning, Digital. Somebody has something to say to you. Can you please add honestly back up because he truly has to say something to you.
I
Thank you.
don't see him in the request.
Comment honestly if you're in here. And y'all, please don't forget the taps and y'all daily heart me's if y'all are in here. Honestly, comment if you're in here. Oh, there he go right there. Request.
Oh, okay, I see you.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this has to be done. I'm just sorry.
That's okay. Good morning.
Hey, Digital, I apologize for I acted earlier.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Like
Yeah, he's not really like that.
sometimes I just be acting like a rude brat, but I I don't know what made me like act like that way. But I do apologize.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. And I wish you well. Like I hope you come to every dream that you have.
You too.
I'm proud of you for being in college and making it happen for yourself because nobody
Yeah.
in this world is going to make it happen for you.
Yeah, I don't want to be nasty to people. It just like I don't know, like I don't even know what possessed me. Like, but I do
Sometimes you just
apologize.
be in
So
that mood.
I can't make excuses for it. So it's like I can't really like I could say it's like I apologize and I won't do it in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Mhm.
appreciate and you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Candy, for
All
that.
right, you could draw me down.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how grown people handle things. I appreciate that, honestly. I really do. And thank you, Candy, for precipitating that. So, Timothy Nash, I don't know where I want to start with his story. I really don't. Because he has found some new people who care about him, and he is taking full advantage of it. What he has figured out is that by losing his mind, a lot of people come in. Then he gets a lot of people to make negative comments. And then he gets a lot of people to give him money. That is why he switched strategy from trying to be nice, which isn't his real personality, to being nasty. If you were around last night, oh goodness, what is her name? Having a senior moment held alive with one of his enablers, and her husband, because they have been in his position, feel like it is important that they at least make sure that he knows that somebody cares about him. Yes, Miss May. And I appreciate that she was willing to come in and hear everything. I appreciate that everybody was respectful of her at the time, because we're not trying to create enemies. We're trying to create allies. Thank you, Southern Rose. I appreciate it. Probably why he was crashing out. But we're trying to create allies. So being mean and nasty to people who have supported in the past only makes them want to go back and send more, just out of spite, just out of you can't tell me what to do with my money. And I realized that we are frustrated, but we can't put our frustration on anybody else, especially somebody who's new. She doesn't know most of what we've been witnessing. She that wasn't there for his time in Philly. She wasn't there for his early life in Tennessee, or as he traveled across the country and landed in Tennessee. She wasn't even there for the coffee incident nor the fire. So what she sees is someone who says they have cancer. Now there's cancer in their leg. Now there's cancer in their heart. And Puckett made a really good point. He used to say, "Oh, I'm managing my cancer with my diet, not eating at Burger King." And when did you ever have enough money to have a high quality diet? When? Where? It's annoying. It's disheartening. It engenders anger for those of us who have had family members with cancer, whether they survived, whether they didn't. People here have cancer, and you're using it as a storyline to get money out of people. Nobody likes people who do that. Nobody. And because he is a known liar, yes, I want proof. I want proof. I will not take your word for it ever. I'm so sorry, Rose. I will never take your word for it. And Fuckett showed his medicine bottles. He didn't dox himself. We don't know any of the medicine that he's taking, but he just showed, look at the amount of medication I take. Why won't Tim do that? Show the back of the bottle with pills in it. Show the box of the pain meds. You said you needed to take 22 medications. And guess what we were right back to yesterday? I only got a week of my medication. I need more medication. There isn't a pharmacy in the planet that is going to break up your medication that much. Now he's saying that he has only been denied from 10 care twice. Who remembers when it was like, I've applied and I've been denied 6 times? Now it's twice? And now you claim they found additional tumors? Why didn't you run to your lawyer that's helping you with Social Security and give him the paperwork? Or give him permission to get it from the hospital? And his other line is that because he gets a referral from the hospital, the doctor is able to bypass needing to get paid. Let me show y'all something. Did a little research. So, under federal law, if you present to the hospital emergency department, they must provide a medical screening exam and then stabilize you if you have an emergency medical condition, regardless of your insurance status. But it only applies to emergency care. They are not required to arrange follow up care or provide referrals for non emergency outpatient visits. And this is in the state of Tennessee. I didn't just say what happens in the United States. I actually looked up, thank you, for the state of Tennessee. No. Hospital referrals for specialty or follow-up care. Hospitals generally do not issue referrals to bypass insurance or allow you to see a specialist outside the normal insurance-driven process. What most hospitals do is tell you to go see your PCP. Your PCP manages your care, not the hospital. Now, if there are some primary care clinics within the hospital system, but it's still not the hospital. Referrals are usually a part of an insurance plan's management, but it is not a free pass provided by hospitals without billing or insurance contracts. The referral process is insurance based because they want to know that you're going to see a specialist, which is going to cost more money, and they want to approve the specialist. Anybody with insurance knows how that works. But it doesn't mean that because they gave you a referral, it means that you don't have to pay. Without insurance, hospitals may bill you the full amount or a self pay patient, and referrals alone do not exempt you from full charges. Let's find number 3. There are 4 of them here. Here's 3. Insurance plan structure in Tennessee. Tennessee insurance plans generally don't require referrals for special visits, etc. But specialty offices may impose their own policy. These referral rules only apply if you have insurance and are using an insurance network. They do not allow uninsured patients to bypass insurance entirely. But this is the lie he's spreading. One more. If you're uninsured, there are community clinics and sliding scale programs. I have told you that I worked for a federally qualified health center, and we saw you regardless of your ability to pay. If there was no way that we could get you on any social service program, we had a sliding fee scale, and it was based on your income and family size. Very few people got zero pay. There's a clinic called Project Access in Southern Tennessee that they help low uninsured and low income adults access specialty care via referrals from community clinics or physicians. Eligibility requires income at or below 150% of federal poverty level and Tennessee residency. There are also health departments and nonprofit clinics statewide offering primary and sometimes specialty services on a sliding scale, fees or for free. He doesn't say any of that. He says that the hospital gives him referrals, just like when he was in Philly or Pennsylvania. I don't think he was in Philly, but in Pennsylvania, when he was like, his doctor has a grant, but it doesn't cover his medication. How did you get your psych meds? How did you get, because the doctor treating you, the oncologist isn't covering your psych meds. He's not ordering your psych meds. So how do you pay for the meds that come from other people? Good morning.
Hi, Dee Dee. I've been in health insurance for 30 years. A, a referral is simply, it's usually on an HMO, and that referral is going to be matched up with the insurance company is going to match that up to a claim that comes in. That's all a referral really is.
Right.
It's nothing more or less. It's how the system works. A lot of times PPO, they're not like that, but the HMOs, they're going to look at those referrals, and if you don't have one, they're not going to pay that claim.
Right. Exactly right.
But if you're on a traditional, a lot of times referrals aren't required. You can self refer yourself to a specialist, even if your regular doctor doesn't want you to go.
Correct.
So those referrals are just nothing more than paper.
So the point is, if he didn't have insurance, why does he need a referral? And how does a referral help him bypass having to pay a bill?
Not at all. Like I said, it's just basically permission. It's like HMO is like the doctor is like the gatekeeper of your health, and he can tell you when to go to a specialist. It's just like if you're pregnant, you would go to your PCP to get your pregnancy test, and then he has to refer you to the gynecologist. But once you're referred, you don't have to go back to the PCP until you've had the baby. I mean,
Correct.
it's just paper.
That's it. It doesn't absolve you of having to pay a bill.
Not at all. I mean, the only thing you get is the right. I mean, if you have insurance, you get a write off, and even self insured, they get the hospital writes a lot of that off before they bill you, as long as you filled out the proper paperwork.
Correct.
So he's full of it.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you coming up with your level of experience and
Well,
it sharing.
I appreciate that. My level of experience is I have a meeting now in about 10 minutes. I got to get ready for, but I just wanted to tell people what that actually was in the field
Oh,
that I'm in. So I
okay.
appreciate your time and all of the stuff that you do for us. So I'll
Thank
talk to you
you. I
later.
appreciate you. Have a good meeting. So this is why when you pay good enough attention, I don't know why I got that weird phone call. I thought it might have been the person doing the delivery. Really, Grinch Mob? Who cares? I don't. Oh, yep, you did. It'll be on YouTube because my delivery driver is on the way, so I don't have time to go back. White socks. Find some. You was on top of the bookshelf, and now you're back here. Do not rub the phone. White socks takes half the dang time. Kira is up there on the other bookshelf sleeping. Go get on your bookshelf. By the way, it's my understanding that um somebody called to have the police come. For what? You love White Sox? Well, you could take him on vacation if you'd like. For what? Just to watch the show? If you want to come in the box, you got to put it in the comments. I got 5 people requesting the box, and I know not all 5 people intend to come up. So you got to put it in the comments. It was to watch the show. That's all I can assume. That it was to watch the show. No, because I still got one more person to do. Good morning. Good morning. I thank you all. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Oh, now I got to hold you like a baby? Okay. I swear, this cat. And to know that when he first came here, he didn't want nothing to do with me is hilarious. Oh, now, because I'm holding you. This is my current annoyance. And she's my annoyance because she likes to play in people's faces and then act like we're wrong for what she has said and done. Somebody make sense. I don't even understand it. Well, he's 20 now. She is incredibly smug. So, as usual, she says she's in a DV shelter. She's somewhere. She may be in a DV shelter. I don't know. I don't care to know. It annoys me though because she's using her DV to have shelter, but she's not leaving the person doing the DV. I wonder if the DV shelter knows that. You needed somewhere to stay. Now, after all those people kept her in hotel rooms so she could move to a different state, paid for her travel, and then when it was time to go, oh, we found out we can't leave because he needs permission from his probation officer. Why are you in a DV shelter? You're still together. Why are you in a DV shelter? So, of course, her rule is if you're not commenting or tapping, you're going to get blocked. Why? Correct, kryptonite. What is it? Is it kryptonite? Yes. Correct. Somebody else deserves that spot, not her. So as usual, she's walking around proving that Caden isn't with her. But proving that now is pointless because the other day you swore up and down to your audience he wasn't there, not initially not realizing that you were being followed. Me too, Melissa. And then you're going to come up the next day and be like, yeah, he was with me. Yeah, I'm in Peoria. After you lied to people to get money out of them, how do the mods stand it? Like, I would be like, you know what? I can no longer do this with you because you had us mute and block people who were telling the truth for you to come out the next day and be like, yeah, it was like, yeah, I was with him. And so what? I'm his caregiver. Like, you weren't doing any caregiving. And if that's how you really felt, why didn't you just say so? So now she's making this big effort of showing that they're not together. But you want to know why I think she's walking around? I think she's walking around looking for Caden because she doesn't even have anywhere to go. Yesterday, she was aimlessly walking after having spent 4 hours at DSS to get the both of them coverage, not just her. Oh, I'm sure she did because she's too afraid to go get her items from the confrontation because she's not a confrontational person. We know that. You're just big and bad on TikTok. You're just big and bad on TikTok. Nowhere else. Hold on, guys. Okay. Thank you. White socks. Yes, find somewhere to go, buddy. So she has him on her insurance. Did you claim him as a dependent? At 20 years old, he can walk in DSS himself and get his own medical and his own food stamps. Disturbed one, I don't know, but that's what she said. But what that does is that it means they have to stay linked. Just like I told y'all that the hospital gave her an opportunity to get away from him, and she made sure to leave her phone so she would have to go back in that room. He is old enough to go get it himself. Why are you putting him on yours? And I think she didn't get it because she probably didn't do the redetermination because in her mind they were going to leave the state. But you're pregnant and you let it go? You let go of your insurance while you were pregnant? So she had to go into DSS and fill out the application again and go through the interview so that she could get her new cards. She says she's pregnant. That's pregnant with a wink wink. The people on the screen, that's who I'm talking about. Yes, she did have a partial hysterectomy, is what is the common knowledge. Now, I don't see her medical records, but is pregnant with a wink wink. Then she says the trolls have no life. I have a question. What is your life? You get up, you walk outside, you get on TikTok, you spout off a bunch of BS, you get your butt beat, you stay with the man that's beating your butt, you beg people for money, you beg people for hotels, you beg people for clothes, you beg people for food. That's a life? Really, Vicky? I mean, that does happen, but isn't it convenient that it happened to her? We don't have a life, Christine. Guess what? If all I did was lay in the bed and let my man pay my bills, I have more of a life than you do. And that's not the case, but I have more of a life than you do. What you mean? We don't have a life. Wherever we are in life, we worked to get here. Him as my baby, and he's beating my tail? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Then someone said, tell Kaden I said hi, and they got blocked. Why? You've made Kaden a part of your program. Your page says KT and KD. Or were you jealous that somebody wanted to say hello to him? And why, when you filled out the paperwork, did you add him to yours? And then she was like, I'm not with Caden. I haven't spoken to him since 4 o'clock yesterday. Why are you keeping track of him? Oh, I forgot. You're his caregiver. He's 20. Why does he need you as his caregiver? I need to tell him when to take his medication. Why? He's 20 years old. Now, if you were his actual mother, and we all know he's not mature, makes sense. You are sleeping with a man young enough to be your child who beats your tail on a regular basis. You're not his caregiver, you're his punching bag. You're his punching bag, not a caregiver. Hold on. Okay, they're 4 minutes away. Then she actually had a nerve to say these words: I don't care what he has done to me. I won't abandon him. Well, baby, that's your choice. That's your choice. I can't make you leave. Nobody can make you leave. But if that's the bad choices you want to make, why do other people have to fund it? Hey, honey, I see you. Why do other people have to pay for your bad choices? Do you think the people in your chat want to see you get beat up again? Good morning, honey. No. Why should they have to go through your ups and downs of your choice? Nobody says you have to stay with him. In fact, I'm sure most of your people want him to go away. Why do y'all stick by her side when you know that she's okay with what's happening? Correct. Now you're 3 minutes away. I got to be ready to buzz them into the gate. So that's why I keep going back and forth. Right. She uses DV, which she is going through. I'm not denying that. But it adds to her sympathy factor. It adds to why her life isn't straight. Then she had the nerve to say, I have a job. But of course, awareness is calling them. And she's like, well, I might still have a job. I just have to call them. Why haven't you called them? And then she said, but TikTok is a job. How is TikTok a job when you still need to beg for money, hotels, food, clothes, everything? TikTok isn't your job. TikTok is your hustle. TikTok is your hustle. And I am going to talk about you until you leave TikTok or you stop begging. You want to stick with your abuser? Have at it. Perhaps one day you will grow up and realize that's no life to live. Oh, Shell. We'd all be rich. We'd all be rich. But she also claims that she got rid of 20 of her mods. Why do you need so many with 100 people in your chat? Right, Cindy. It's a job when you don't have to beg. It's a job when it's paying your bills. Until then, it is a hobby. And in her case, and Lisa, and Tim and Angela, and Tim Nash, and Cody, it's a hustle. Oh, and let's not forget Josh and Ida. Yeah, she does think. She's like, don't go viral like me. You went viral for infamy, not because you're famous. There are two different things. I keep feeling like I've been talking for 5 minutes and then it says 2 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it there so that I don't miss my delivery. I'm oh, somebody lost Daisy May. I'm sorry. My condolences. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much. I apologize for the interlude. I guess I'm gonna start having to have my co-host in the box because we already know people are going to report me and all of that. I don't really care. Wait a minute, what? Becky, 110%. I'm sorry. But I will be here Friday, and I don't see any of the people that I'm talking about going away anytime soon, so neither will I. Please hug your loved ones because tomorrow isn't promised. Please spend at least a minute a day doing self care. And if I don't see you on the streets of TikTok, I will see you Friday morning. And hopefully, we won't have any interruptions. And I can go as long as I'd like. It will be up on YouTube by this evening. Thank you. And I'm out.